Come on in, YouTube. Come on in. What y'all doing? Y'all know my late night owl. I try to do my lives after everybody done. But what I wanted to say is we gotta stop daggone thinking that people are jealous of our lifestyles. Ain't none of us on this daggone platform got anything more than the next. If you ain't got your 40 acres and your mule, you ain't got your reparation, you ain't doing nothing. Y'all, it's sad when a woman sit here and tell everybody on the platform that somebody is jealous of her and her kids. Like, what do you got? What do they have? Man, I just, and then you get out here, I'm not pressed about these people and I'm not pressed about that. But if you weren't pressed, you wouldn't daggone make these people your content. Every time you come on live, you bashing somebody or you talking about somebody jealous of you and your kids. What do y'all have? Like I said, if you ain't got your 40 acre and your mule and you ain't no millionaire or billionaire, shut the hell up talking about folks are jealous of you because ain't nobody jealous of you. You ain't got nothing to be jealous of nobody about at all. Shoot. Ain't nobody jealous of nobody that's halfway daggone, struggling to live. You know what I'm saying? You're struggling to live. You're not struggling to daggone, you're struggling to live. So ain't nobody jealous of nobody that's halfway daggone, one foot in the grave and one out. And I say that to be not smart, but if you sick, you should be daggone worried about your daggone health, not what somebody jealous of. Cause honey, ain't nobody jealous of nobody that's sick, that's struggling to stay alive. Shoot, if I was in a situation like that, I just tell the doctors just pull the plug. I don't give a dang on. I just want to give up with the lifestyle that you got going on. I'm definitely not gonna be mad at somebody that's got tubes running in and out of them and daggone nothing like that. I ain't jealous of nothing. And honey, one thing about it, ain't nobody jealous of nobody's kids. Shh. For what? What we got to be jealous of somebody's kids for? The kids shouldn't even be involved in none of this stuff that's going on this platform. Like, if you a grown ass woman and you can't handle your own daggone stuff that you put out here in the atmosphere, you can't get mad at what coming back at you. If you throwing stones, think them stones ain't coming back your way. They are. And they coming back harder than you threw them to somebody else. For years, you dogged a woman out and her children. And that's one thing I don't play. You know what I'm saying? We grew up, learned, you know what I'm saying? When you got good folks that daggone raised you right, you definitely ain't gonna be talking about nobody's kids or special kids or, when you call them babies and somebody, you ain't hitting low by calling somebody's children, special or whatever. It make you look like you slow. You ain't got nothing better to do. Your rants, your dog walking ain't doing nothing. You just making yourself look pressed and stupid at this point. Because who is jealous of someone who is sick? Nobody. I'm 54. I wish I would daggone be talking about someone's jealous of me. They're jealous of me and my lifestyle. Your lifestyle is bullshit. Excuse my language, but it is. You worried about people's numbers, how many people on somebody's live. We don't give a dang on about that. We ain't sell our daggone soul to somebody. You got to obviously daggone, because YouTube do come and say, do you want to daggone, the little thing that they come and say. And if you don't daggone subject to what they want to say, then you won't get your numbers. And you get daggone, you know what I'm saying, shadow ban. But no, ma'am. Ain't nobody jealous of you. Ain't nobody jealous of your kids. You got to stop it. If they was all that, let me stop. But anyhow, I ain't nobody jealous of nobody whose child is still sitting at home under their mother. I know that's got to be a lie. They say what they say. I know that's a fucking lie. Because ain't nobody jealous of no daggone grown ass person still sitting up under their mama. Who? I know I ain't. I be trying to figure out hey, look, I'm about to break away, go find me somebody, and daggone live my life. That can't be a life of living when you got to daggone keep on running them under your mama and taking care of her. No, ma'am. Let the birds go out the nest. Any kids that is still in their 20s and 30s, still 40s and 50s, still at home with their mamas, is something wrong. It's something definitely wrong with that picture. It's like either somebody don't can't daggone, you know what I'm saying, run their own household. Ain't no way. Look, if I daggone had a sick mother, I go visit my mom. Yeah, but I'm not about to be sitting up under her all day, every day. And all you hear is blase, blase, come and do this, bring me this, do this, clean this. You know what I'm saying? No. Because if your life is so grand and you ain't sick as you say you is, then you should be able to get up and clean up your own house, get up and clean your own self. Nobody should have to wait on you hand and foot. Obviously, your life ain't that grand if you got folks waiting on you hand and foot. I must say it. Ain't nobody grand. Ain't no life happy life. How you happy and you sick? I ain't never seen no sick person daggone. My life is this and that. No, ma'am. And anybody that daggone sit over there with you on your platform and listen to you talk about every goddamn gone body around is supposed to be jealous of you. Ain't nobody jealous of you. Like I said, if I appreciate what the Lord give us. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you need to appreciate. You brag too much. You boast too much. And that's not what our Father wants us to do, brag and boast about what we got. Who cares what you have? It ain't no more than the next black person has or the next black, white, Mexican, African. You ain't got nothing nobody else got. Because guess what? You still under the hands of someone else. And you got to make these numbers. You know what I'm saying? That's why you be pressed. Ain't nobody that ain't daggone gay. They daggone finger, you know what I'm saying, signed their name in blood. Yeah, I said it. Signed their name in blood. Daggone, you got to push these daggone numbers. You got to make these numbers. We don't daggone get out here to make no numbers. Hey, hi, Miss Diane. Nobody ain't caring about making no numbers out here. And thank you. I did it late because everybody else be, you know what I'm saying, and they doing their lives and stuff, so I don't be wanting to cut in nobody else's life. But I just listen to her brag and boast about everything she has, and she don't know just as fast as you got it is as fast as you can lose it. And again, ain't nobody jealous of nobody that sits around and brag and boast about their kids, how good their kids. We don't care. And when you say, I'm not pressed about these people, when you come out here and talk about what somebody else done said, or your sector is all about disrespecting the next person or their kids, you're not doing nothing. And I think you think because you cuss, that makes you look like you the big bad boogie woogie. You ain't big bad nothing. Big bad sick. That's it. And instead of you trying to dog walk anybody or talk bad on somebody's family and their kids, you need to be worried about your health. You need to go to God and ask God to forgive you for all the things that you are doing out here and saying out here. Maybe you'll get better. But as long as you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to be sick, you're going to be down, and you're going to have to be waited on hand and foot. I ain't asking my aunties and nobody to come and do nothing for me. If I can't do it for myself, I can't do it. I'm not about to have my kids daggone wiping nothing, doing nothing, cleaning nothing. Obviously, your life is not that grand that you can't even get up and daggone move around your own house and clean it up. Kids are not maids. That girl is not there to daggone take care of you. The hell? Should I'd have been gone. Pew. Wouldn't know the next time. Don't call me. Mom, I love you, but I can't do it. I gotta find me. I gotta find my life. You 26 and 27 still at home with your mom. That's sad. And that can't be a good life for her. She making all this money, so you say, first thing I'm gonna do is go buy me a car and a crib. If you got all this money, Mom, I'm going to break away. I'm going to get ready to get my own place. And I'm a dad going, I'll come over, if you need me, I'll be there. But other than that, you think I want to stay up under my mom's roof, hearing her hooping, hollering about different things? No. At 18, you should have been gone. Shit. I left home at 18 and ain't looked back. So that ain't a grand life to be still living at home with your parents. It's not. Because they still treat you like kid. And you a grown-ass woman. Or a grown-ass man. Shit. Try to come in your mama's house at 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, she about to flip Gator on you. Because guess what? It's her house and her rules. You got to go by people's rules in their house. Rather than your kids or a roommate or anything like that. You still got to abide by those rules in the house. She said, oh, she comes and goes as she pleases. And it don't matter. Let her come at home at 3 o'clock in the morning. Shit. You ain't feeling that. Where you been? Who you been with? That's just how parents do. When they have all ruling over you and you being in their house. So, yeah. I wouldn't give a dang on. Like I said, I wouldn't care how many numbers is in here. I don't need to make these numbers. I don't need to make no money. And this is your problem. You worry about everybody's lifestyle, everybody's children, what they live in, what they eat, what they daggone wear. And it makes no sense to me. Because at the end of the day, you're not glammed up. You're not diamond down. You're not, don't nobody, if you had all this going on, you would see the daggone energy and the daggone, beautiful life that you live. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. With a beautiful life, you got diamonds, pearls, and rubies and all of that. You ain't ready to be sitting up here, ain't dolled up. You know what I'm saying? Stuck in the house, ain't got no friends, ain't got no man to come and visit. I'll be terrible and wounded by that. Just not being able to have a social life. Yes, ma'am. Social life is not hanging out with your kids. A social life is going out, hanging out with your friends. If you don't have a social life, this is what you do. You get on here and you bash everybody and think everyone is jealous of you. And what are we jealous of? Nothing. We all might have, as she called it, piece of a man, but at least we got one. At least we ain't balled up from not being, sexually frustrated. Because in the rate that you're going, that's mainly what's going on with you. You need somebody to love on you. You wouldn't be out here talking about people living in barns and they this and that, they kids. You're jealous of these people's kids. That's what I see in you is that you're jealous of all of these people that you say are jealous of you. And and like I said, ain't nobody jealous of you. Why we got to be jealous of somebody that's sick? They can't have a social life. Your life is revolved around your children. You should have been done daggone, untied the apron string a long time ago. Let the birds out the nest a long time ago. My kids is this and they're that. My kids this and that. Man, listen. You got to cut it out. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody jealous of you or your children. You're jealous of Rita, her children, and anybody else's children that you talk about. Because you got to be slow, dumb, or the R word to sit up and talk about someone's children. You're not hitting hard because you talk about somebody's kids. That's the only thing that you can say that you think is going to hurt someone, talking about their kids. Can't nobody hurt me by saying, oh, you didn't raise your kids. Or you have kids, but I'm in my kids' life. Shit. I might not have been there when they was younger because somebody, you know what I'm saying, you got grown folks to be trying to daggone take your kids for money, income. And that's what the situation at hand was with my kids. Moved all out of town and stuff, so my kids couldn't be in my life. But that's the fact of the matter is, they're here now. And I'm there for them when they need me. Please believe it. But I don't sit here and brag about, oh, my kids are, they're just marvelous, and they're not perfect. Ain't nobody's kids perfect. Your kids ain't perfect. You're not perfect. But you sit around here and let everybody know and tell everybody that they jealous of you and your kids. And it seems that you're one jealous because you always got somebody's babies in your mouth, somebody's house in your mouth, somebody's car in your mouth, someone's eats food, whatever they do. What they do don't make you, what they eat don't make you shit. So why you worried about it? What they do is not pertaining and doing anything to ruin your life. So why you worried about how anybody living? Rita on a land and it's hers until she decide that she don't want to be no more. But that don't make her the less of a woman because she live, on her own land or live with someone with their land. Shh. If someone was coming today and tell you got to move out your house, you don't own it. You do not own it. You talk about people living in apartments, people, you talk about everybody, and you should be praying to God that you still got anything going on for yourself. And that's just real talk. And that you still got people that want to listen to you talk. Those women are just like you. That's the reason why you have all of those people on your platform, because they're like you. They like drama. They like talking about kids, people. They're like you. You have nothing better going for yourself. Your platform has nothing to going for itself. All you do is talk about people. See, but that's what YouTube and Facebook and all of that. They thrive off of drama and daggone this type of stuff. If you don't understand that by now, lady, you'll never know. Because you're slow. You can look at you and tell something wrong with you. And that's mentally. Your spirit is dark, lady. Stop daggone thinking anybody is jealous of anyone that is sick and got to daggone clean your own blood. No, ma'am. You have to put a machine on yourself to clean your blood. Now, who's jealous of that? How is your life grand when you're sick and you're hurting? That got to hurt to keep putting a machine on your body to clean you out because you're septic to yourself. And jealous is not something that we're not that. Please let me let you know, we're not jealous of anyone whose blood is tainted and they got to clean their own self out. Thank you, Lord. I'm 54 years old, and I ain't going through none of that. Thank you, Father. And anybody else out here older than her, and you daggone strength is still strengthened, and you can walk around, you can run, you can skip, you can do all the things that she say we're jealous of her that she can't do. Shit, you listen to her, she walk to one place to the next, and she tired and out of breath. Walk from the kitchen to the sink, you out of breath. And who is jealous of that? Big Mama gonna tell you, ain't nobody jealous of nobody that's septic to their own self. You are septic to yourself, you know that, right? You have a whole machine that you have to clean your blood, but someone is jealous of you and your children. Okay. Well, I just wanted to say that I ain't jealous of her. I just look at this woman in a whole different manner, that she's very disrespectful, rude, and daggone insecure. She's just insecure. You got to be insecure to think someone is jealous of the person that you are. You have not looked in the mirror at you lately. Honey, baby, no ma'am. You are not a looker. And then the way that you treat people out here is showing on you. The ugliness that you are putting out your mouth is all over you. It's all over your skin. It's all over you. You have nothing good to say about anyone. Nothing. And the thing you want to say, everybody jealous. Ain't nobody jealous. Get that out your head. And I done came a many a time to tell you, ain't nobody jealous, baby. Stop it. Mm-hmm. Your kids ain't got no more than the next person got. And especially when your daggone kids are still at home with you. Cut your apron string. Let them go. Let them find their life. People don't understand that when you hold on to your children like that, and then when you wind up passing away, these kids don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Because they have been catered to and daggone with mom this whole time. So now mom's gone. Some kids don't know how to daggone live without their mother. That's why a lot of the daggone grown folks, when you get 18 and 19, you go on about your business. You go find your life. You can't find your life under your mom. And that's a sad thing for a person to daggone have their kids in a situation to where they're not independent. Ain't nothing independent about kids that ain't moved out the house yet. Please believe it. Ain't nothing independent about them. So please stop. Independence is having your own place, your own car, your own everything. Ain't nobody independent at home. You're still dependent on someone to daggone house you, feed you, do all of those things. Because if your children were so independent, they wouldn't be still being with you at home. And they're cleaning up your house. Let them go. Let them be the youthful young children that get out and get independent. Because ain't no son in their 20s still at home with their mama. Is they not got a daggone social life? Where's their friends? Where's their boyfriends and girlfriends? Most dudes would be done moved in with a girl by now. Ain't no way I'd be still hanging around in my mama's house. I'm getting ready to get my booty in a shelter where I can daggone get my own place. See, our shelters help get you a place. But like I said, I'm going to get up out of here because, you know what I'm saying, I ain't getting ready daggone be in here like that. But I just wanted to say that she need to stop daggone thinking people is jealous of her and her children. And her lifestyle is not all that grand and lovely and beautiful because, baby, if I'm hooked to a machine, my life is miserable. And that's just how I feel. Anybody that's sick and has to hook to a machine, you're miserable. Your life is miserable. You're hurting. You're sore. There's no way that you daggone can say that your life is beautiful and you got all this going on and you're sick. And instead of you trying to help yourself get well, the first thing about getting well is to clean your soul. If you take the time to talk to God like you get on this app and talk about people, maybe God will turn your life around and heal you. You're not going to be healed until you take the initiative to talk to the Father. And I mean, you need to sit down and really talk to him, not talk at him. And you need to listen. Because he has given you ample time. He has given you plenty of daggone signs to let you know that he wants your attention. When the father take a child from you, he is very much upset with you. So I'm gonna tell you that. When my father take a person's child from them, he didn't. You got to ask God, what have I done that you done daggone did this to me, Father? What have I done to make you this upset that you took a child from? That's the most hurtful thing that a person can go through is losing a child. And not that nobody seeing you. People mourn different. And we don't mourn no differenter than the next person that done lost a child. Ain't no way in the world my baby would have been laying on that goddamn on concrete and I'll go over there and put some daggone pressure on him and pray, Lord, please bring my baby back to life. I couldn't go over there. What in the world would possess you to not go and daggone grab your child and apply pressure? He might have still been alive just to know that his mother had him. He still could have been alive, just not moving. But no mother to daggone go over there and put pressure, apply pressure to the womb or the daggone console him. I didn't give a dang on if he would have been gone, baby. I would have still been over there holding my child. Just to let him know, baby, mama here. So, that's all I wanted to say. People got to quit saying folks are jealous of them because ain't nobody jealous of nobody on this platform. Seems you're jealous. Well, y'all have a blessed morning because Big Mama Gary get out of here. But stop saying folks is daggone jealous of children that's still sitting at home with their mother. Nobody is jealous of anybody that's not independent on their own and doing their own thing. Don't have to hear mama yelling at you or telling you what to do. No, ma'am. Be blessed.